Rafael Nadal is one of the best players in the world, and one of his biggest weapons is his serve. According to the stats of the ATP, at the moment of making this video, Nadal stands as the 6th best player and has the 4th best number of breakpoints saved. What's incredible is that if you take a look at Nadal's serve and you compare it with someone like John Isner, it becomes hard to believe both players appear on the same list. However, the numbers don't lie. Nadal does have one of the most effective serves, and today we will take a look at something all of us can imitate from him and start having better results on serve right away. To start, I want you to take a look at two different clips. The first one is the service motion from a US college student. The second clip is the service motion from Nadal. If we wanted, we could name a ton of differences between these two serves. We could talk about the toss. We could talk about racket head speed. We could talk about the motion of the legs and so on. However, I want you to take a look at something simple. I want you to take a look at the time both players take before they serve. As you can see in this example, Nadal takes about twice the time the college student takes to serve since the moment they both stand on the baseline. This might seem too simple, but it's very important. The more time you take, the more time you allow yourself to concentrate, and the bigger the chances you will have of hitting a better serve. Taking your time before serve is usually underrated, but doing so has a lot of benefits. First, you will have more time to focus. The more time you have to focus, the more time you will have to get a clear idea about what you want to do with your serve. You will have more time to think about the placement of the serve, the spin of the serve, what you want to do with your second shot, and so on. The second benefit you will see by taking more time before serve is that you will be able to control your anxiety. You see, there are many moments during a match where players are anxious. They have a feeling of rush. They want to see themselves having won a lot of points fast. When this happens, one of the things many players do is that they start taking less time between serves in an attempt of winning points faster. This usually leads to more errors, which translates on more anxiety, becoming a never-ending spiral. One of the ways to counter this anxiety is by forcing yourself to take more time between points. You can work slower, you can focus on your breath, and you can also force yourself to take more time between serves. There are many players that only take longer periods of time when they are in a critical position, for example facing a breakpoint. However, what differentiates Nadal is that he takes long periods of time on every point. Nadal doesn't wait until he has to face a breakpoint. This gives him a bigger advantage. Doing this means Nadal will be focused on more points on serve than his opponents. In other words, his opponents will have a tougher time breaking Nadal's serve because it will be harder for them to even get a breakpoint opportunity. What I encourage you to do on your next match is to take as much time as you can between your serves. Remember, the rules usually allow between 20 to 25 seconds between points. Take advantage of the rules and use them to stay focused and control your anxiety. There are many coaches that refer to this as having a routine. A routine is basically a set of actions that you will do on every point that guarantees you will be taking a good amount of time between points. This routine can be many things. You can touch your hair, fix your strings, bounce the ball a number of times, and so on. After watching this video, I encourage you to develop your own routine and make an effort to apply it on every point you play. You can take a look at your favorite player and see what his or her routine consists of. In this case, we will continue using Nadal as our example so you can leave this video with a couple of ideas. The first thing Nadal does is that he starts bouncing the ball while he touches his face and fixes his hair. Then he bounces the ball about 4 or 5 more times, and finally he starts his service motion. Another aspect is very important to consider is that if, for example, he misses his first serve, he will go through this entire process before hitting his second serve. He repeats his routine regardless of whether we are talking about his first serve or his second serve. As you can see, this is a simple trick any tennis player can imitate. This trick isn't only for the pros or top level players. This is a trick that will give anyone better results. I encourage you to try it out on your next match and compare results. Before saying goodbye, I would like to ask your opinion about this video. Did you find this information useful? Please let me know in the comment section. I also wanted to let you know that I created a Facebook group for those of you that want to talk about strategies, share your experiences during your matches, or ask for advice. If you want to join the group, I will leave a link on the video description below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon. My name is Jorge, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.